Hey guys, this is Susie-Q. Um, Thank you for tuning in. Um, this is Ark Survival Evolved, and this video is to kind of go over my process for trapping the Leedsichthys. I just call it a Leeds. It is the largest or the second largest sea-going dinosaur in the game. And I just kind of, there's not a whole lot of information out there or videos out there on trapping these guys. You cannot tame them. They are not intelligent enough to tame, but you can trap them. Now, the videos, I've found two videos that kind of shared how they did it. Um, they both used a natural fjord or a narrow, deep waterway to trap them and just blocked them in. However, the natural deep waterways on the island map anyway, which is what I'm on. If you look at the map, they are, let's get a better lighting here. Oh my gracious. Okay, so we're in the kind of the south central part of the map where my base is, and the closest obelisk that has a natural deep waterway is way over to the left where you see that purple pin that says home. That's from a previous map actually. Um, but over there, there is a large deep waterway, and I just didn't want to travel that far back and forth because the way the leads works is since you cannot trap it, what you can do, I'm sorry, since you cannot tame it, what you can do is you can trap them, and every 10 minutes you can scrape them for their meat. You get 50 fish meat each time, and about half the time you will get prime fish meat. So it's one of the best ways to actually obtain prime fish meat, which if you play Ark at all, you know it's kind of one of the harder basic meats to get in quantity efficiently. Anyway, so this is my trap that I built. And first of all, I suck at building. You can see I did not line this wall up very well, but I got so tired of destroying and rebuilding, I just left it. The floor was kind of, it's not even here. It bothers me a little bit, but building off of the ocean floor is very difficult because it's such uneven terrain to work with. I did use an exorbitant amount of materials, specifically metal and cement paste for the polymer. And so, anyway, so I used um, this as a foundation because I didn't want to build metal walls up this entire length, this entire distance or height. So, this is the way I put mine together. Once you're inside here, megalodons cannot get in, so you're safe. Um, but the smaller fish can get in, dolphins and mantas and stingrays, so watch out for that. Um, I'm sorry, not stingrays, but jellyfish. Anyway, and smaller fish. So I was hoping to leave all of this open as I did. I didn't quite build the walls solid so that smaller fish could get in and it would have a source of food. Because, like I said, there's not a whole lot of information out there on how these guys function. Since they're not tames, I can't put a trough and feed it that way. And I was a little concerned about it starving to death. And I'm still not quite sure if I am starving them to death. This is the third one I've trapped. They are a passive animal. Unless you attack them and aggro them, then they are definitely not passive. One bite nearly did me in. Um, if I didn't have the health that I have, it would have done me in. But the way these guys work is, see how it says scrape meat? So every 10 minutes, you can go up to them, bring up your wheel, and scrape meat. Now, I did get 50 raw fish meat, which was not prime fish meat, but like I said, about half of the time you will get prime fish meat and you will get 50 of them. So it's a nice, efficient way of obtaining prime fish meat um, for working with your tames and imprinting or even taming certain animals that prefer prime fish meat or cooked prime fish meat. Also, it's a great way to make prime fish jerky. So this is my guide. This is my trap. I hope this was informational or helpful in some way. The way I designed it is I have these large doors here. I opened them up. Then I came on this end and opened up this smaller door over here. This time I used a manta. Mantas are the fastest underwater mount, so I located one. I just kind of swam around until I found a leads, and then I bit him and aggroed him, and he followed me for a time. And then, of course, after a while, he de-aggroed, and then I had to go back and bite him again. and this went on a couple of times because I had to go a little ways to find this guy. Anyway, when I brought him in, I swung him wide, and he followed me in through the main gates, and I just stayed on my manta and went right up through here and out. And of course, he cannot get through this opening, so he just was kind of stuck there. So of course, I did not go back to close this since he can't get out through it anyway. And his mouth and face are right here, so he would have, I'm sure, chomped me to death. Once he was in there, I just swam around the outside over here and closed the bigger gate on this side. Um, the problem I've found is after a couple of hours, like I've scraped meat a couple of times, and then I went off and did something, else in the game, other in other places on the map. And then when I came back about 2 hours later, my leads was gone. Like I said, I'm not sure if he's escaping. Uh, Through a glitch in the game, I have heard that if you trap a large animal and it can't move around freely, it will glitch outside of the trap and then be free. So I'm not sure if that's happening or if I'm just starving these poor guys to death. But in any case, the first time after a couple of hours he was gone. The second time I came back the next day and he was gone. This is my third trap, third time trapping a leads. So anyway, as you can see, it says here I have 7.5 minutes to wait till I can scrape him again. But this is kind of my solution. I did not want to have to fly for 10 minutes over to where the other obelisk is to trap him in a natural waterway because by the time I got back to base, it would be time to go back and return to scrape him again. In any case, I hope this was informative and helpful and good gaming. Thanks for watching.